Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. So today we need to talk. I'm gonna try not to yell at you, but I'm gonna tell you the truth, okay? I need you to decide that you're gonna get your manifestation. It's been a lot of back and forth. I know you've been wavering, okay? I know your thoughts have not been in the right place, even though you say, oh, I've been affirming, I've been on my mental diet, but I still don't see it. What would you not be seeing? If you were living in the end, if you were in the state, there'd be nothing for you to not be seeing. I'm gonna need you to decide you're getting your manifestation. Like now. Not like tomorrow, not after you write another affirmation list, not after you do another meditation, not after you do 10,000 more affirmations. I'm gonna need you to decide right now. As harsh as it might sound, nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's gonna hop into your mind and think your thoughts for you. It's just not gonna happen. You can listen to as much encouragement as you want. You can listen to all these coaches. You can buy the course. You can read the book. But if you do not get your mind into the state of having the thing that you want, and that's not to say you have to be perfect or that you have to be there all the time, but dominantly, you need to be there. And if you're not, then I don't want to hear anybody complaining or asking where their manifestation is, because you have not been where it is. It's not a thing of like your manifestation needs to be created and you're like waiting for something, or you're waiting for something outside of you to give you your manifestation. That's not what's happening. This entire thing, this entire hologram, this entire matrix, it's here for you. All of it. Nothing's happening to you. Everything is happening for you. So for you to be complaining about things that you're seeing in the 3D, first of all, it means you're not in the state. Second of all, you shouldn't be checking the 3D anyway. The 3D is a reflection of old thoughts, old states of being, old stories, past patterns, past beliefs, okay? All that stuff is out the window. I need you to throw it in the garbage. We're done with it. I need you to tie up the trash bag and I need you to take it to the dumpster immediately. Not, I'll put it outside the door and I'll take it in the morning. I need you to take it now, because we're not getting anywhere with all this baggage, lugging around all this trash, lugging around all these negative thoughts, lugging around this old story. It's not helping you. So I need you to stop. I'm getting worked up. Okay. You have to be living more in your 4D reality than your 3D. If you can be shooken, shaken, triggered by what you are seeing on the outside, and you are not internally revising or keeping your mental diet or still affirming to the desired end, and you're letting whatever you're seeing take a hold of you mentally and create your thoughts for you, instead of you being a conscious creator and creating your own thoughts and therefore creating your own reality, then you can't really question or wonder why you end up in the places that you end up, or why your manifestation is not here, or why it's taking so long, or why you're getting hot and cold behavior, because you're having hot and cold thoughts. It actually is very simple, and that's why I sometimes get frustrated, because it's like, okay, if you want what you want, make a decision, right? God said, ask and it is given. That's it. There really is not a whole lot to the formula. We do all these things to help ourselves. We have tools to help us get into the state. We read books. We have people who encourage us. We have mentors. We listen to other people's experiences so they can guide us, help us to evolve into better versions of ourselves. But at the end of the day, you are going to have to be the one to change the story. You're going to have to be the one to decide that you are tired of living in this old reality. You're going to have to decide that you're dropping the old story, you're dropping the old identity, and you're moving into a new version of yourself, a better version of yourself that can actually accept the things that you want. Because if you continue to dwell in this state of negativity, in the state of lack, in the state of not having what it is you want, even if you do enough repetitions, even if you have enough faith and it manifests, you're not going to be happy. Wherever you manifest from, that state is the exact same way that you're going to feel when you receive the manifestation. That's why people say focus on your states. That's why people say the feeling is the secret. Let's say you're manifesting a mansion, big, beautiful mansion, and you're sitting there and you're visualizing and you're affirming. You're like, oh, all the natural light and the marble countertops and this and that and this much space and this much money, perfect price. But then you're coming from a shitty feeling. Okay, so then you manifest the house. You've done enough affirming, you've done enough repetition, you've saturated your subconscious mind, but now you're in the house and you're miserable. You're like, how am I going to clean all this? This is too much work for me to do by myself. How am I going to take care of all this? Now I'm accumulating too much stuff. Now my mind is cluttered because my space is cluttered. And why did I actually get this house? And wouldn't I have been better off in my old house or in a smaller house? Do you see what I mean? Right? If you're coming from a place where you're manifesting from an unhappy state or an unfulfilled state, even if you do get that manifestation, that's not what's going to fulfill you. What's going to fulfill you is knowing within yourself that you are the master of your own reality, that you are consciously creating, and that all of your thoughts, all of your beliefs, and all of your assumptions affect the people around you, the things that you see, and your life in its entirety. So if you don't begin with changing yourself, with changing the story about the things that you're capable of, about your own power, the things that you can have, then you will never get to the levels that you want to reach. As much as we like to say that there are no limitations, there is a methodology to it. Even if it doesn't always make sense to us, and even if we don't always want to get into the spiritual or scientific side of things, it does play into it, right? I'm telling you right now, if you consistently manifest out of lack or out of a shitty state, and that's not saying that you can never be in those states. We're all human, right? We all have our days. Sometimes we have our weeks, right? Months. But it's about picking yourself up, knowing your own power, and deciding that whatever is in that old state that's causing you to feel that way, you're no longer going to identify with it, you're no longer going to associate with it, and you're going to create a new story, and you're going to stick to it, because being happy and actually having what you desire is worth more than being comfortable in a shitty state of being. You're going to have to realize and recognize within yourself whether or not it's worth you being happy and actually getting what you want, or if you want to stay comfortable, stay in a place of lack, and stay in a shitty state or self-concept that's not getting you what you want. If you're comfortable there in a victim state, and you're comfortable having your manifestations be hot and cold, or sometimes getting what you want, or sometimes getting like partial manifestations but like not the whole thing, and that's what satisfies you, then fine. But if you really want to move into a state of being where you're actually consistently manifesting, where it's actually effortless, and you don't feel like you're constantly fighting and battling with this old concept of yourself, you have to make the decision to let go of the old story. You just have to. You have to make that decision. And like I said, there are two ways to be sure that what you want is going to manifest. You can be extremely certain, right? You can have faith, and that doesn't even have to be faith in you, right? Faith in law, faith in somebody who told you something works, whatever the fuck it is. You have to have faith, or you're going to have to repeat it. You have to get to the point where you impress your subconscious mind. Now, it's going to be different for different people, and for different people, it's going to be different on a case-by-case basis, right? Some things to you are bigger and some things are smaller, but really to the universe, to God, to infinite intelligence, however you identify with the creator's source of it all, I don't care. Those things that you think are big, right? There's no differentiation to your subconscious mind, right? It doesn't know anything but what you tell it. So if you tell it that something's big and that it's hard to manifest, or that something can't change, or you can't change your concept of yourself, or that you sometimes get what you want, but sometimes it's other people that are getting what they want and you have to sit on the sidelines and watch, whatever that story is, you are constantly feeding it to your subconscious mind, and it is soaking it up like a sponge. And those are the things that reflect in your reality, and that's why you continue to live in the old story. Please, please, please make a decision to change your thoughts. Make a decision to be the version of you that has what you want, so you can move on, right? It doesn't have to be difficult. The thing that makes it difficult is when people start to self-sabotage because they don't understand that they truly can have the things that they want and keep them, that they're worthy of having the things that they want and keeping them, right? But sometimes we really do have to first look internally at ourselves, because we are the ones that are reflecting, right? So it's not people in your reality, it's not things in your reality that are causing you to feel a certain way, right? Or that are projecting onto you and making you act and feel in a certain way. It's you. It's the other way around, right? Everything that you're feeling, everything that you're thinking, all of those things are projected externally, and you get to experience them so you can learn, so you can evolve. Decide, friend, right now, not tomorrow, not when somebody comes up with a new challenge, not after you get that coaching package. Right now, decide right now that you are stepping in to the version of you that has what you want. And no matter if negative thoughts come, you tell those negative thoughts that they don't manifest, you don't claim them, right? You disregard them, and you go right back into your mental diet, and you affirm for the things that you want from a higher state of being, from the best version of yourself, and you are persistent. You keep doing it until it manifests. You don't need to ask, how long do I need to do this for? When do I stop manifesting? When do I need to do this and that? Do whatever manifestation game it is, whenever you feel good, however it makes you feel good, right? So that you are in a beneficial state. That's the whole point. That's why we have all these tools. That's why we have all these methods. That's why we have the books, right? They're to help us get into the state. That's not what gets you your manifestation. You are what gets you your manifestation, right? You being in a place of receptivity, you being able to receive what it is that you're asking for. Because can you imagine going to a restaurant and being like, okay, I want a chicken Caesar salad. A chicken salad. Stop. That actually is the first thing that came to mind. You go to a restaurant, you order a chicken salad. The waitress goes to the back. You're sitting and you're waiting and you're wondering, oh my God, I wonder if they're gonna have enough chicken. I wonder if they're gonna bring me my salad. What if they bring me a sandwich instead? Okay, what if they only bring me half my salad? What if the portion size is not big enough? What if it's not what they said it was gonna be? You put in your order, you sit and wait, knowing that what you said has been recorded, i.e., you know you've impressed your subconscious mind. You sit there and you let the waitress, the cooks, the chefs in the back, infinite intelligence, universe, figure out how it's gonna happen. You don't worry about it because that's not your job. That's why you came to the restaurant. If you wanted to worry about it, you would have cooked it at home. You would have done it through inner intention. Inner intention is you going out and making something happen of your own will. Outer intention is you putting the thought out into infinite intelligence and allowing it to mirror back to you, staying where you are and being in a state of receptivity, right? So if you're gonna go to the restaurant, order the salad, sit there and wait for the fucking salad. Don't ask, when's it gonna be here? Don't ask, are they gonna have enough ingredients? Don't ask, are they gonna be able to give me what I want? Just sit there and know that what you asked for is available. It wouldn't have been on the menu, or you wouldn't have been able to imagine it if you could not have it. Simple as that. We're done. I don't want to have this conversation with you again. Okay? You can do it. You can do it. I promise. I promise that if you persist, you will get what you want. Please, please, please change the story. It's not worth it to live in an unfavorable state. It's not worth it to not be happy. And it's not worth it to be constantly looking into the future, waiting for something to manifest when your life is happening right in front of you right now. So enjoy it, okay? That's all. I love you. I hope you got something of value from this video. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings, but it needed to be said. And I will see you next time.